at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run here with Ballage. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good.
Bills, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
14-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It brings up
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out, then we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They face a 3rd down, 3rd and 3. A first throw for the backup Jackson, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Allen's throw is complete, and that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
Gain of 23 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
On the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
11 on the play. And the Bills first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10.
Jets 13. Bills 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Patterson. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Right here. 58, right over there.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Cordero Patterson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Jets 20, Bills 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Jets 20, Bills 17. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there. And it's 3rd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Here comes Nelson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. The final shot before break. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
If you know, you know.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the handoff, Dillon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the
Still going strong. Starlo Tulele on the tackle. His 3rd year in Buffalo after 5 previously with the Carolina Panthers.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Marr is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The Bills ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 8. They'll run here with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there.
Singletary.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Allen on third. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Complete to number 11, Cole
Beasley.
Touchdown.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Bills 31, Jets 23.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike, 49. Here we go.
Now it's Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Patterson, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Red 80. 49 to Mike.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 49. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Darnold. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Patterson on the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
second down and goal. Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. But now it's third and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 27-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Makes the score.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
On the play. First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Singletary.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Complete to
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Buffalo.
They will run with Singletary. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Brian Poole.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's got this one completed to Mims. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
first down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win